outside of Rome now. We are in Cerveteri, which is a little city not too far away from Rome, about half an hour drive. The city is an important city here, an important location, because this is the home of the Etruscan tombs. The Etruscans as a nation had their peak periods at about 700 or 800 BC. So these tombs are from that period of time. The reason why these tombs are important because they are testimony as to how greatly and with devotion the Etruscans believed in the afterlife. What they did is that they erected a little house for themselves that could serve as a tomb for when they are dead. There are certain symbols here that you can read. For example, this phallic symbol here means that there is a man in the house, and this was a little seat for the man. Then there is a woman's seat over here, and here's where you enter the tomb. This tomb has been excavated from a volcanic stone called the Tufo. So you can come into this park and look at all these tombs. You can actually go inside and you can see how it's arranged. Separate room for the parents, separate room for the children, separate room for the servants, as well as there are the little stone beds upon which they lay their dead. So it's really interesting. Remember to wear running shoes, okay? It's not fashion, it's function in this place. To enter, it's about €4, and it looks like a big national park. You can see it's called a necropolis, which means it's an entire city built for the dead. All these phallic symbols indicate the number of males who were buried here. You can see that the structure of the tombs is like a dome type of structure. It's called the tumulus because they accumulated all the necessary material for these domes to be constructed. This is the Tomba dei Capitelli, the Capitelli tomb, very, very famous in Cerveteri, and it was built about the 6th century before Christ. It starts with an antechamber, 2 side chambers, a big hall, and 3 little rooms for the people inside. Even the beds are indicated in the rooms. Now, this is what it was like before, and now let's go inside to see what remained of this design. It's actually quite scary. There is no light or anything here. I should take my sunglasses off and help. So this is the little antechamber, as we said. We are entering into the 2 little side chambers. They were very, very dark. Remember, it was built for the dead. You can go in, and there are these little beds upon which the dead body is laid. And then look at this. We are entering into the hall. The hall is supported by 2 columns. And look at the beam structure. This whole ceiling structure is also carved out of the stone, replicating what the beam structure would have been like in the life of the living. These are the little beds where the dead people were laid out, and everybody who really mattered in the household had their own beds. Perhaps this was of the children or the parents. You can see that the Etruscan people really devoutly believed in the afterlife. So they reconstructed everything because they believed that life will continue in a different dimension, exactly the way they knew it. This is one of the less scary tombs. There are some into which it takes real courage to enter. Even the front porch was looked after for the afterlife. As you can see, the phallic symbol indicates that there is a man in the house. The round symbol always indicates the number of women that are in the house of the afterlife. Here we are in another tomb. You can see that the beds are monumental. You have to keep in mind that these monumental tombs are of earlier times, from the 6th BC. The smaller ones, the tinier ones, about 300 years earlier, and about 9 BC. So the more elaborate a tomb gets, the more recent it is.